Hi guys, Ronda Winstead here with you, aka Ronda without an H. Okay, so this video we are working on the cover for our Lemon Birds journal. Okay, so I have, like I mentioned I was going to, I have finished stitching the other two signatures, so all three signatures now are ready to go in the journal. And I thought about keeping it natural, but it doesn't really lend itself to the journal itself. I mean, this is just so gorgeous. I love these colors. So it was like, okay, I don't think we want to do that with this particular one because I want it to match, the insides too. So I think before I do any repairing on the inside, I want to paint. And what I'm thinking of, I don't know. You guys are going to have to help me here. I don't have a lot of paint left. I got rid of a bunch. Just simply, you know, many were old and, you know, we're kind of, the paint was old and everything too. So what I'm thinking of in terms of, let's look at the colors here. I'm thinking of going like with a pale yellow, perhaps a light blue or a green. Those are the three colors that I'm thinking might work. So let's see what we've got here. Set these aside and we'll just kind of maybe audition a little bit of this. Here is sorry, that can make you dizzy. I'll do that off camera. What color is this? I don't know. It just has a number and it's old. So the color, the blue, I think goes nicely with this. We can, let's give a little. Let me get a brush and let's just do a little swipey dipey. Swipey dipey. And obviously this will need more than one coat. Let me get a bit more and we shall see if this might be a good color. Okay, let's bring this up too. And this will dry lighter. And it's actually showing darker on the camera than it is in real life. So that's not bad. I think, let me just clean that off and get one of my rags. Let's put the lid on that and let's go with, let's try a yellow. I want a very pale yellow. That's not too bad. Okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. Bit of a mess. Okie dokie. As you can see, I'm not always in my paints. Let me get a tool here. Let me try to kind of roll up the gunk part and wipe that. Put that in the garbage. And let's Let's give that a try again. Let's try this again. Ah, voila. Okay, so let's do some yellow. Oh, see, there's a little, no, just wipe that off on my paper. And here again, oh, look at that. That's, if I do the yellow, it's definitely going to have to be careful because of the boogery little thingies. Okay, that's and that's, it's pale. It's okay, but as I look at it from where I'm sitting, and it is showing up a little different than what it is on camera for you guys, but it's an awful lot of yellow, and this is already, these already have a lot of yellow. So let's do a green, see if I can find one that I like without having to mix colors. Okay, let's see. There's an apple green, which that goes really well. That would work really nicely. I also have this, more of a lime kind of green. This is called Caterpillar, which is kind of between the yellow and the green. Well, let's just try one, and if we don't like one, we can try the other. So this is just the part where just kind of like, okay, let's give it a try. Where we are, this is like, when you pick a color for your house, and you have little pints or cans, and you paint a little bit on the outside to see what color you actually want it. That's what we're doing with this. Oh, now I'm kind of thinking that's kind of cool. It's lighter here than it is there again in the you know in the video. I'm telling you guys, if I could speak, I could be dangerous, seriously. Okay. So, eeny meeny, miny mo, catch a tigger by the toe. If he hollers, make him pay $50 every day. And whatever else you might want to, whatever, I'm going to turn this around to something I really want. I think we're going to go with green. If it's too intense, then we'll tone it down. We'll sponge, or we'll bring in some other color to kind of blend with it. But I think that's what we're going to go with. All right, guys. Hold on to your hats. If you wear hats. All right. I don't know how this will cover this. Let's see. Why don't I get out a little painting sheet? This is freezer paper. It's got a wax thing here, so I'm just going to squeeze some out, and we will just kind of give this a try. So I hope that everything in your world is good. I met with my doctor yesterday, my cancer doctor, and he had just been on vacation. And seriously, he's just the cutest. He comes bubbling in the in the room and like, "Hi, Rhonda." It's just like, yeah. He's My blood work again was very good. Um, and he did say he wants me to have another PET scan in 5 weeks, and then I will see him again in 6 weeks. So that's when we'll really know, if this medicine is working or not. I feel pretty good. Um, Maybe a little more tired than normal, but honestly, what is normal? I I mean, it's my new normal. I think I'm probably doing pretty good, and I've got some little floaters here. Ah, see, that's if you buy good paints, then you're probably in better shape. And I want to do. I'm gonna clean this brush out. So sorry, and get me a wider one that I have a little better coverage of. And I think we'll just go with this foam guy. Okay. Yeah. This is going to give us coverage. So my plan is to go in one direction and then to go the other direction so you get texture both ways. I think that'll be good. So yes, I am I just feel like I've just been so blessed, and I just want to thank everybody again. I know I can never be too grateful or too thankful, and sometimes I just feel so undeserving, but I'm just so grateful for your prayers and your love, you guys. You just I think you're fabulous. That's the truth. I really really enjoy, you know, the time that we spend together. And I am getting more comfortable. I won't say I'm comfortable, but I'm getting better about just opening up and um, creating while we're on camera. That's always been, something that's pretty hard for me to do, but I'm getting a little bit better about that. And I just so admire so many that I watch, wonderful, amazing people in our community that have such a fantastic ability to create on camera and just, to bring us along and just chat with us. And wow, I'm just like, oh, I won't be like you when I grow up. But on the other hand, I'm not sure I want to grow up. Okay, so I'm going to put this on pause. I'm going to go ahead and finish painting the the book, and we shall return. Okay, so I have completely painted. I've got 2 coats of paint on here. I did one up and down, and then I did the other one crisscross. And so this looks like pretty nice coverage. So now I'm going to flip it over and going to do a little bit on the insides here, on the edges, just to make sure that we're covering up the original color of the cover here. So what I'm going to do here next is I want to glue down this covering. Let's see, on both sides, looks like. Okay. And I'm not worried about this because I will be covering this up eventually. So we'll just give that a go. Okay. I think that's good. And I'm also going to be putting other things on top to secure this and make this stronger, but I still want these painted. It'll go over all of the paint. So now I just want to touch up on these edges. And I've still got quite a bit of paint in my brush. So we're just going to let the paper turn for us. Oh, making a mess here, guys. I'm not going to lie. I'm making a mess. And this paint, too, was kind of gloopy. Had a bunch of little, globs, if you will. Let's see. This is not my, I don't do this every day. Let's just put it that way, okay? So we'll let that dry, and then I will put another coat on, and when that's completed, then I will return. Okay, I have finished covering inside and outside. Now what I'm going to do is to try an antiquing medium, and this is probably thicker than it should be, and it's really old, so I don't know, this might not work. I'm going to give it a try. Got my cloth, and actually oops, sorry. Well, no. Well, yeah, let's try it here. Just right here. And see what we think. And we'll just rub it off. Okay. Well, that definitely tones it down. Let's give that another opportunity, if we will. Oh, this is so out of my comfort zone, guys. And I'm sure I'm probably not doing this a great way either. But I just want a little bit, I like this toned down just a little bit. This is just a little too bright for me. And it's been so long since I've done anything like this that I've forgotten, obviously, all the perfect ways of doing it. But we will. Ooh, that looks not so good. I'm wondering, can I get away with spraying water, or will this I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. Okay. Okay, that's better. Okay. Continuing on, and I think the reason I'm having difficulty is because this is so thick, because over the years it's kind of lost its, its effectiveness. They get thick and they're not so good anymore. Okay. But we're continuing on. We're continuing on. Oh my word. Just want you to, oh golly, globby dobby. Ah. Let's just, I'm not recommending anybody do this. You might not like what the outcome is. Or you might. I don't know. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's just sort of buff this a little bit. Now, see, now that some of that's coming completely off, I don't want it to come completely off. Not everywhere, anyway. Ah, that looks bad. Okay. Well, I appreciate you hanging with me and having a good laugh. Oh, okay. Well, it's starting to, I'm liking some of it a little bit better. It's looking a little bit better. And I may even, I'm not saying that I'm going to leave the book plain either. I may put some, you know, some whatever. Okay, so that's, that's not too terrible. That's not too terrible. Let's bring my papers back in, the signatures. Let me take a look. Okay, so I think it's definitely going to match up a little bit better. And I may put some images or things on here. And or we may go ahead and do this now, guys. This could be really pretty now. Ooh, that is pretty, isn't it? I like that. Okay. Let's get this out of the way and I want to do the inside as well, but instead I'm just going to spray my cloth, and I'm going to do it that way and just go around. And we shall see. We shall see. Okay. Okay. Phew. You know what? Maybe I'll add some water to this and then shake it up. And then it might be good again for a little while. We'll see. Or I'll just, I may just toss it. Okay. Okay. Breathe, Rhonda. Breathe. In, out. All right. Now I want to get some Tyvek. I have some mailing Tyvek envelopes that I've used. Hang on just a second. Let me go find them. Okay, so what I have done, forgot to turn the camera on. Sorry. I took some of my double-sided tape and I put it on the back of this piece of Tyvek. And now I am going to take this all off and we will position it in our book cover here. And that should give it lots and lots of strength. And this is just an old mailer that I had. I'm not recommending that you go and get these, but if you have something laying around, or you can purchase Tyvek also online. I don't know. Come on, come on, come on, come on. This is not wanting to cooperate, which is why should this be different than the rest of the video, as you have seen me in my El Natural. It's sticky stuff, this tape is that I've got. And this was actually, the tape was actually purchased um, in a secondhand shop. Just some, I don't know, Scotch tape that's really sticky. So if I can get this up and actually, then I think it'll stay down pretty well, guys. This is hilarious. I'm just like, could you have a better comedy of errors? I think not. This is where it overlapped the other. Oh, dare I even try? Well, we will. You know what? I think it's good. I'm not gonna mess with it anymore. Ay, 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 ay. So let's eyeball this, trying to keep kind of approximately the same distance. Whew. And we will go in the groove and then we'll reach out to cover like so. Whew. I need a nap. I need a nap, guys. I really do. All right. All right. So that obviously what I did off camera too is I cut it to the right size, leaving a little bit of room like I will for the papers. Now, that makes this very, very sturdy. What you can do at this point is you can put some paint or something, you can color this if you want, and I may do that on the spine or I may leave it. Now what I want to do are some end papers to cover this. And let me see, I may need to actually print out some more papers. I've used a lot of these. It's been so much fun. But I may have used most of them and I may need to print some more. I think this is all I've got left. Let's see. Obviously that won't work. This could kind of sort of but it's not that. I didn't pay attention to. It's got a teeny bit of a border and then I need to, and see, I want to bring it out like this, so I'm needing about a half an inch in height. So what I could do though is I could do it like this, you know. I could do this, not with that one, if I do it that direction, but I could do like this, going this way. That would look nice. And then I could do this, either this way or this way. This way. This way. Okay, so let's trim these sides off and we will Okay. And we'll trim this side off. I hope that this has at least been a little bit of fun. If nothing else, you can just hee-haw over my comedy of errors. Ridiculous stuff, guys. I think I want to take it to about there-ish. So we'll fold that there. And this, let's see, wait. That's not straight. Let's see. Let's do this. Line it up. So we're straight there. And that says we're straight there. So the book is crooked. Okay. Well, fine. If the book is crooked, then that's okay. Because if the book says it's okay, then it's okay. You know? You know? So let me line that up with that. And I will attempt to do this. That's one thing with quilting rulers. Sometimes, things work. Not always. As you have seen by my crazy video today, this is a perfect example of it doesn't always work. But we're making the best of it. And you know what? Regardless, I don't mind you seeing me in my raw, retardedness. So, yeah, we won't worry about that. Now, let's see. Can we do this? Can we do this, my dears? Okay. That looks good. I'm happy with that. And I think we will go ahead and do it this way. Or do I want just, do I want a little more blue or a little less blue? That's all it amounts to. They both would look great. I think we'll do this. So let's go ahead and take these sides off. Let me move this out of the way. Continuing on here. So we might be getting some rain tomorrow. It has been so horribly hot here, but the last day or so it has moderated, and even like in the 80s, it's just like because upper 90s and in the hundreds, it's like it's not a whole lot of fun. So yeah, I am grateful for any bit of reprieve that we get heat wise. So if we get rain tomorrow, then that will also kind of have a tendency to cool things down. And let's fold up. Whoops, stay there. And we will do like thus and such. Okay, get that out of the way. And let's go ahead. I think I'll turn it over so I can see a little bit easier where well, maybe not easier, where my lines are. Oh, here we go again. I want to line it up and have it be kind of okay. And actually, that was pretty close. It was not too bad. Save that beautiful scrap for another day. And then let's line this up. And we shall see what we shall see. Okay, that's where the line is. That's where the line is. Okay. let's see how we did. Let's see how we did, my dears. All right. So here we have this, and we have this. And I'm going to keep this just the white because it matches. I could do a little bit to it and tan it up just a little bit with coffee or something like that. But I like this. This is very nice. So I'm going to go ahead and glue these on, and then we will uh, prepare this for Midori style. And I do have a playlist for Midori style journals, but I will also show you in this video um, how I do that. So do not go away. Okay, so we now have the inside covers. At this stage, you guys, you can put pockets on if you want, front and back, or one or the other, anything that you want to do. And and you don't have to use double-sided tape like I did. You can certainly use a glue of your choice. Anything you want to do is great. Okay, so now I have 3 signatures to put in Midori style. Midori style is let me grab something and show you Midori style. Midori style is when you have elastic that's secured with what are those called? Grommets, brads, something. I don't know. It's too much pressure. And then you can take it out like this. So you can write in your journal, which is what I was explaining in the very beginning, what I wanted. And this one I haven't even put together yet. I've just got my pages together. This is my own, this is my own stuff here. When it's full, then I will stitch it, but not on the machine. I will secure it like I showed you before. Okay, so we want to do this to get closures or a place to secure your signatures. So I have 3 signatures, and I will want to split them. So let's measure. It looks like 1 to 2 3/4 to this spot here. So if I'm going to go like this. It's 3, and with a pencil, I'm going to just mark 1.5 and come down here and mark 1.5 to get the center one. And actually, I think I will do it about there. So I think we'll do this one. We'll move that up so that we're kind of doing them both up here, because we want this, our signature, to fit between these where we put the holes in and put the grommets, or put the brads, or put the whatever they are. Let me know. Put it in the put it in the description, will you? Remind me what those suckers are. And so now I could do it. I could bring these down and it would still work. And I'll tell you why. Because I could cut kitty corner here and kitty corner here to where this would still be um, above the page line in that area. It just make it a little bit more tricky as you're getting the signature in and out, but it would work. It would work. But I'm going to do it so that I don't have to worry about that. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and put this back here, level it, as I want things to be level. So I'm going to go half, like 3/4, no, how much more? Let me put it this way so I can get a better gauge. 1, 2, do I want to go an inch in between? That's quite a bit. Let's go 3/4 of an inch on both sides. 3/4 of an inch. And then that's about 3/4 of an inch here. Okay, so I've got these marked. Let's go ahead and come down here and mark at this end, and then we will do the next step. And here I think I'm going to even bring this, let's see, that needs to move just a smidgen. Going to even bring that a little bit more, and then 1, 2, 3/4 of an inch, and then 1, 2, 3/4 of an inch here. All right, so we've got that. Now what I want to do, and this is the part, they don't necessarily do this on the Midori, but I do it. So what I do, so I will come down, say, a half an inch, and I'm going to put another mark. And then I will come down here and I will put another mark. I'll go to my middle one and I will come down an inch and put a mark. And here, and I'll do an inch and put a mark. And then we'll go back to this last one and I will do a half an inch, put a mark, and a half an inch and put a mark. So what I'm doing is, let me get this back and show you, if we will. Okay. See these? This gives place for this to not stress on this one hole. And it just shows a little bit. I know some move it this way, horizontally. I move mine vertical to take the stress off. And I think it's pretty. So that's the way I do mine. Okay. And so that's what I'm lining up here to do this part. Okay. Now let's see if this next if this next step will work. If it's been going like some of my day has been going and some of this video, my dears, might not go so well. But we'll try. We'll give it a try. So, bringing out my tools of the trade. Where is my little mat? I have a specific little mat for my hammering. Now, I know everybody talks about they have the crocodile and they love the crocodile. And I think that's fabulous. I think that's wonderful that you love your crocodiles. I don't love my crocodile, however. I have one, but it's never worked properly for me. And maybe I just got a bad one. I don't know. But and now I can't find. Okay, fine. Well, All right. Well, we'll just be making some marks on my nice mat board. Darn it. Bummer. Since I cleaned my studio and rearranged my studio, I don't know where I put it. Shoot, that wasn't very brilliant, was it? Oh well. Okay. So I want to get my tools out because this is what I do. Now I can do, I've got some different colors. So I could do the green, I could do the blue. That would be kind of fun. I could do white. I can do, any of these. I don't have yellow, so I can't do yellow. I don't think. Let me look in here at some of these others. Those are different sizes. I've got red. Okay. All right. Well, I think we'll go ahead and we'll do the green. We'll kind of match the green. It'll stand out a bit more, but it'll still be fun. So let's go ahead and get some of these out. I want 1, 2, 3, making a mess, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lay them straight. 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So I'll go ahead and show you. Normally I would have another mat under me. And when I find it, I will be very happy to find it. So what I do is I use just, this simple setup. It works for me. So I just, to start, put my, and I create a hole. See? Let's see. Maybe I can bring this back so you can see me do this. I want to have it pretty much at the edge so that I don't damage too much my, my mat here. And like I said, for those of you that love the crocodile, I think that's wonderful. I'm just trying to be gentle here so that I'm not messing this up too badly. Normally, I would just really pound, and that's why I have my mat underneath so it doesn't hurt anything like that. I guess I should do that with this too. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and punch all the rest of these holes and then we'll start stringing things. So hang in there. Okay, you can see I've got all my holes done. They look pretty good. They're lined up pretty nicely. Okay, so the next step would be to put these little guys in. And of course, you want this to be on the outside. So I will show you again, 1, maybe 2, and then I'll do them all and come back. So here's the tool that I use to spread this out to make it nice. Okay, close your ears. Okay. So I will just continue, guys, and do the rest of these, and then I'll be back. Okay, so now we've got all of our little whatevers they are in. And now we will thread it with the stretch elastic cord. This is what I purchased. It's 1.2 millimeter elastic. It's a thick sparkle cord is what this is called. And I got mine in Joann's. So now what I'm going to do is go down on my bottom hole, and on the outside I'm going to go through. Okay, then I'm going to bring it down to the bottom one, and then on the outside I'm going to go through that one. So I just do opposite of what I did to start with. And so this is what I will tie off. But before I do that, I want to get an idea of how stretchy or how taut this needs to be. You don't want it too loose, but you don't want it too tight either. So let's just bring in our signature. Let's find the middle. Middle, little, little. Let me just kind of give this a go. Okay. And we will see how nicely that's going to fit. It's just going to sit in there so cool. Okay, this is, I'm going to love this. I'm going to love it. Now, I want it to be, I don't want it to be loosey-goosey, and I don't want it to be, I can't breathe either. So this is just a nice, it's just right there. Right there. Oh, this is good. This is good. So that's maybe a little, maybe need to tie that a little bit taut. Okay. So then you just gauge it and you just tie your knot. So let's just see if we can do this on camera. I've been so successful so far on camera today, have I not, my dears? Oh, you gotta laugh because life is just too short. Well, for some of us, maybe. I don't know. Okay, so then what I'm going to do, let's see, let me get some fabric scissors. So I am going to trim that down. And then I'm going to pull this up, and I'm going to seal off my edges with a little bit of fire. And that will make them so that they don't continue to fray. Okay. All right. One down. Yay. All right. Let's do another one, my dears. So let's go in on the bottom, and then we'll go through the top. If we can see it, we'll go clear down, and on this one we'll go clear to the bottom and up in through that little guy. And we want to keep, whatever we do, keep this loose. Keep these on the same side. So let's go ahead, and we're going to stretch this, and I'm going to go ahead and tie this first before putting the book in, or the signature in. Okay, I think that's going to be good. We'll do a square knot. I don't claim to be fabulous at any of this stuff. Before I trim this off, I want to go ahead and slip my next signature in just to make sure. There's our middle. So let's go ahead and slip this one in. Okay, that's going to be good. Okay, looks good. So now we can go ahead and trim this down. And I will again, just with the lighter. It's the only thing I use a lighter for, guys. Just so you know. And it's not bowing the book, so it's not too tight. And that's what you want to be careful of. Although that could almost be just a smidgen, because that might be. Where's the middle? Where, oh where? Okay, let's just make sure that's stretched out nicely. And then we will thread our last one. And this time, let's go down in the closest one to the center. We'll go up through the next one. We will continue and go up through the top one, and then through that last one that we've got there. So let's go ahead and let's kind of see how this one goes. It's probably easier too if you do this with these probably not in. Let's see, how's that? Okay. And then we will just square knot this. We'll trim it. And we will okay, let's add our last signature. Okay. Looky there, guys. Looky there. Is that fabulous? Yes. Now when you want to work in it, you can take each signature out separately, and it makes it so that you can keep the cover. If you fill all this up, you can make you can make some replacements and put those in there as well. Okay, so let's take a look at this little doily. Let me get my tag off, and let's just see what we think about maybe gluing that. I think that's really pretty. Okay. Now you can see that this is pulling in just a little bit, you guys, but it's because of the heaviness of the signatures and that this is fairly thin. So what you could do to avoid that is you could put like a piece of cardboard, a heavier piece of cardboard, in your signature, glue it in before you do, the Tyvek and all of that. You could do that if you want to, but this is still going to be amazing. So I'm not going to try to do that, but I think, going to try to glue this on here. So, use whatever favorite glue, whatever you want. And before I do that, even, I'm going to press this on my, you know, I'm going to press it and kind of make it come out as much. I'm going to put some starch on it so that it's easier to glue onto my book. So I will be back. Okay, it looks like I am out of my Fabri-Tac, so I'm going to have to put that on my list. So I am using Aleene's tacky glue, and I am just going to cover this, and we will glue this on, and then we will have our journal finished, with the exception of I need to sign it and do a writing board, and I may put some a closure, maybe some ribbons or silk, or I don't know, something to make it easy to keep it closed. We'll see. But I know I apologize for the length of this video, you guys. I've been trying to do this as fast as I can, but it is not a super fast project. And I did tell you that I would make it with you, and so I wanted to keep my promise to you guys. So we are just trying to get this on here. Ugh, it makes my hands start to ache. You do have to put a bit of pressure to get the glue out. But thankfully, my doily, after pressing it and putting starch on it, um, it it pressed down quite nicely. So I'm happy with that. And I am using the wrong side of the doily to put the glue on. With crochet, there is definitely a right and a wrong side. Okay, let's just kind of go in some of those spots. All right. Let's see. Let's go ahead and put this on. I think I'm going to stand up, lift this, set it in the center. I am kind of, my hands are really sticky gluey. Okay, so now what I should have done is to take my signatures out because they're heavy and they are pulling this. You know, you can see a little bit of pull in this. But these still, I think they're going to go nicely. Oh. Guys, I think we're done. Except maybe a closure, and like I said before. So here we go. Here we go. I am so happy with this. And I'm going to just leave. I think what I'll do is just, let's see, make sure it's not sticky. And I'm just going to set that down. And I am going to put a something on top of that. Make sure that that's not going to stick. And then she said, isn't this great? I picked this up, you guys, 1787 to 1815. Oh, I was at an antique store the other day. Yum. I may, if I get the opportunity, I may put some of these together in packs for you. But that is going to do it, guys, for this video. There is the cover, and we have this journal put together. Thank you again, Barbara, for your wonderful digitals, and I hope you guys will all go take a peek at her shop. I love you. I love you. You guys have a fabulous rest of the day, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye now.